Hey guys, Crixley here again at Drag Queen Bingo at Hamburger Mary's on Santa Monica here in Los Angeles. I've had a couple drinks. Shh. And all the proceeds were benefiting the Blank Theater, which, as I've said before, the artistic director is one Noah Wiley, aka Dr. John Carter from ER. And he's giggling already, and I'm kind of blushing, if you can tell, because sitting next to me, you know him as Mike Newton from Twilight. You also know him from Joan of Arcadia. You were on a few episodes of The Riches. Michael Welch.
Oh boy, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so blushing. Now, were you at Comic-Con? Because I was at Comic-Con and saw at what we called the Cougar Moms, because it was kind of funny to see, you know, the moms and some kids, but I personally, that was my first Comic-Con. I wasn't ready to see all those people coming for Twilight. I mean, there were people that were camped out for a good 3 or 4 days. So, I mean, like, that was overwhelming for me as press to see, or just as an attendee to see. I mean, how was it for you guys, like, seeing all that stuff?
Well, first of all, I will say that I have been attacked by a cougar on 1 or 2 occasions. But no, Comic-Con was ridiculous, and the first, you know, the Twilight cast was sort of separated from the rest of it, at least the day that I was there.
Right.
And we went to basically different theaters in a movie theater, and you know, random cast members went into different rooms, and the first room we all went into, and that was the hardcore group that had been like camping out for like a week, and it's just crazy. It's crazy to be a part of this, and they were just so excited when Taylor Lautner was there. I remember it very distinctly. He was like trying to like answer a question, and everyone there was just like, "Take off your shirt!" like screaming at him.
Going from one high-profile like TV show like The Riches or like Joan of Arcadia, where you were in people's homes once a week for a long time. You know, with The Riches, I believe it was like 4 or 5 episodes, but with Joan of Arcadia, it was quite a while.
Yeah.
And you know, so how was that transition? Did people go, "Hey, that's the kid from Joan of Arcadia," or do people still recognize you from those shows, or is it just mostly Twilight now?
No, it is. It's all of it. I mean, Twilight has obviously brought it to a whole new level. But I mean, I was in, for example, an episode of Stargate SG-1, which was you know, the one job that I had right before Joan of Arcadia. Joan of Arcadia lasted about 44 episodes, 2 seasons, and in that time that I was on that show, I got probably about as much, you know, recognition from Stargate as I did from Joan of Arcadia. And then I was in a Star Trek film. I mean, I have a big, you know, I've been in with the sci-fi crowd for years, and they're an amazing group. I love them. I hope to do more. And then, you know, Day of the Dead. I mean, it's all that kind of fantasy stuff. But yeah, I mean, like I said, Twilight has just been a whole different ball game. But yeah, I mean, you know, to this day, I mean, it was an episode of NCIS, and people are always coming up to me for that. It's ridiculous what I get to do for a living, and how I get to live my life, and I'm you know, I'm as happy as can be.
This guy is like one of the nicest people I've ever met on the planet. What was the hardest transition for you to go from theater to film, well, theater to TV to film? I mean, was it real difficult for you? Because I have a theater background as well, and I think that was one of the hardest things that I had to face once I got to LA and realized I can't do a 3/4 stand anymore if there's a camera right there.
That's right.
So what was the one show that really taught you how to do that, that you know, people kind of took you in and said, okay, we're going to try it this way, and just, you know, and then you just kind of got seasoned?
Well, theater is a very different process from film or television. I'll be honest, most of my work has been in television in the 12 years that I've been doing this. More than half my life now. Crazy. So I did television first, and then did a play. The first play I did was with Sir Ian McKellen. It was An Enemy of the People, an Ibsen play at the Amundsen. Yeah, my first play at like 11 years old. So that, and I'll tell you, that experience was really special, because Sir Ian on stage what he does, a lot of people probably don't know this. He changes it up every night. He does something completely different. Changes the choreography. In a lot of cases, changes the dialogue. So you gotta stay with him. And it's really, you know, and it was his show. He's sort of the driving force behind it. So we you know, which is great because in a lot of respects he sort of did a lot of the work, and we just kind of had to react and play off of what he was doing. But it is in television and film. You can be more subtle. It's a whole process. There's editing. There's music. There's lighting. On stage, you get your 5-6 weeks of rehearsal. You get to go through one journey in chronological order as a character, and it's literally just you and the space that you're in and your audience. And it's my favorite thing to do because I feel like it's the purest form of acting because it's just you up there, and you know what you've developed and crafted with your director and your writer. Yeah, it's all different, but you know, in the same respect, I mean, sci-fi is different from comedy, is different from drama, is, you know, you sort of have your procedural cop and hospital shows, and then you have your other shows. So it's all just you have to know your genre and you have to know your medium. And that's part of the fun of this this little acting journey that I'm going on.
Do you game? Do you own a console? And what is your favorite game right now, if you do?
You know what? I did. I had a Wii, and I very much enjoyed. I actually liked Paper Mario a lot, to be honest.
So, who is someone that you fanboy over, like, or some particular thing that you're like, oh my god, I have to collect all of this, like, right now?
The thing that I tend to geek out over more than anything else is the band Pearl Jam. They just came out with a new album, and I've been geeking out over it like crazy. I just saw them in concert with Ben Harper here in LA. It was insane. I sort of, you know, I put together different sort of Pearl Jam compilations every couple of years or so as new stuff comes out, because they're always doing something every year. That's the thing's great about them. They always, you know, feed their fans with a little bit.
It's LA, the night is young, but our friend needs to get out of here and go have some fun. He's been working hard, and I just rubbed his back like I'm his mom. Wow, jealous.